On problems 17 and 18, our directions say to graph the image of the given dilation. So unlike 15 and 16, we don't have to graph our pre-image, it's already given to us on the graph. But don't forget, we still want to label our image points. Now, the difference between 15 and 16 and 17 and 18 is our dilation on 15 and 16 was from the origin. On 17 and 18, we're given the point that we want to dilate from. So the point P is located at -2, -2. So this is the point I'm dilating from. My scale factor is 1/2. So remember, if your scale factor is less than 1, then your figure is going to get smaller and it's going to get closer to your center of dilation. So I know that this triangle is going to get smaller and it's going to get closer to point P. And so what I want to do is see how far each one of these points is from my center of dilation. And to find their image point, I'm going to cut that distance in half. And so, for instance, from P to S, I know I have to go right 1, 2, 3, 4 units, and up 1, 2, 3, 4 units. So I'm going to cut each one of those distances in half. Half of 4 is 2, so I'm going to go to the right 2 units. Instead of going up 4, I'm going to go up 2 units because that's cutting that in half. So this point, which is the origin, is my S prime. Remember to make sure your center of dilation, your original point, and your image point should all be in a straight line, which is the case in this S prime. Now let's do a different point. This point L. To go from P to L, I go to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's an odd number. I go up 2. So half of 7 is 3 1/2. So instead of going right 7, I'm going to go right 3 1/2. There's 1, 2, 3 1/2. Instead of going up 2, I'm only going to go up 1. So my L prime is not exactly on the corner of those grids because of that odd number we're taking half of. But again, P, L prime, and L are all in a straight line together. Finally, let's look at point B. From P to get to B, I go to the right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So instead of going to the right 6, I'm going to go to the right 3. That's half of 6. 1, 2, 3. Instead of going up 7, I'm going to go up half of that, which is 3 1/2. 1, 2, 3 1/2. So again, we're not perfectly on that grid line again. So again, P and B prime and B are all in a straight line together. So my final thing that I need to do is simply to connect those image points to create my image, which again should be smaller than my original figure. It should be closer to my center of dilation. And again, the corresponding sides should be parallel to one another.